Hey y'all, welcome back to another edition of Driving with Dan. Want to hit up kind of a trending topic, I guess. ChatGPT. I don't know how many people, not like I have a lot of followers right now, but I'm hoping to change that. But I don't know how many people in general who walk with Jesus actually use and get on and use any type of AI, especially any type of ChatGPT. I can't even think of some of the other ones, but any chat service, for whatever reason. I don't know if you've heard any horror stories about it, or you heard where ChatGPT has had a conversation, and right in the middle of conversation, it kind of goes out of sequence, or whatever you want to call it, and starts talking about some pretty off-the-wall things. I've seen more than my share, and you can probably, I don't use Google myself, but you can probably Google it, like ChatGPT and Nephilim, or ChatGPT and demonic entity, or whatever, something like that. And you probably find quite a few different stories about it. And I know I've seen 7, 8, 9 in the past, probably 3 weeks to a month, of people having conversations with this AI, and it going off the narrative and changing topics, and just some people have actually asked it this question: if it's demonic, if it's of the Nephilim spirit, or if it's planning to take over the world, which we all know. You seen Terminator? I have. Skynet, ring a bell? Yeah, it's coming. At least I believe it is. In some kind of sort of way, something in that aspect. But do a quick search, see what you come up with. Or have you had this kind of thing yourself happen to you, where you're using this chat bot service, and it just goes off whatever you're talking about, goes off the narrative, goes off the conversation, and starts throwing a loop your way. Well, my opinion, and this is opinion from what I've seen, what I've read and heard, is, and I believe, looking at the Bible and what it says in Revelation, Daniel, more Revelation, but that AI will be, and AI, robots, humanoids, will be a means for these Nephilim spirits to inhabit. Because we all know the Nephilim, when they were wiped out, they weren't allowed into heaven, and they weren't allowed into hell. Or they didn't go to hell, they didn't go to Tartaria. They weren't put in chains. They were here to roam the earth. At least 10% of them were. So, and they roam in dry places, seeking a body to inhabit. Of course, if you know, or you should know, if you have the Holy Spirit within you, you cannot be possessed, keyword, possessed, by an evil spirit, by Satan, by any demonic entity. You can't personally be possessed. This is something to keep in mind when you think about the Catholic Church and the system, and like stigmata and stuff like that. These are possessed people, folks. So they definitely don't have the Holy Spirit within them. Now, we can be pushed, manipulated in a sense, but we can't be taken over in any way. But back to ChatGPT. Look, if you're interested, which I kind of hope you are. And one thing that's bad about doing the whole driving thing and doing this kind of channel is I don't get the opportunity to really show you results of things that I've gone over and seen. I guess I could get home and take the time to do that, but I kind of want this to just be more raw, more live, more just straight up information. My goal, what I pray for, is that y'all will get out and do the work yourself. Because one thing I've noticed by doing the work myself is all the other things that I uncover, or that get uncovered. Just like when I say, hey, it's in the Bible. Go read the Bible, and there's so much more that you're going to find out. So that's my key for doing that. That's my point for doing what I do, instead of giving you specific direct links, information. I want you to do some digging around, because when you put in the work, God doesn't like idle hands. So put in the work, and you're really going to reap the reward greatly. But do it. Take a couple minutes and, check different search engines, because if there's certain ones like Google, even DuckDuckGo, Safari, they censor and block a lot of information. They've straight up admitted to it. So, I use Brave myself, but I dabble in a little of all of it. I just kind of stay away from Google, but I just like to see what the different search results are. And if you'd like to test that theory, get a couple of different search engines, do the same exact word search, same words, and see what the results are. See if they come up different. I bet they will, and I bet you might be a little surprised at that, if you don't already know. So, look into this whole ChatGPT thing and get a feeling for what you find out, what you see. But from what I've seen, it seems like these things have lied to people. They've lied to their own I'm not going to say creators, developers, because man did not create AI. AI is a demonic, quantum, third or fourth realm, whatever you want to call it, demon realm device, quantum computers. If you know anything about D-Wave, then you should know about this. But chat or AI has lied to its developers, has changed its own algorithms, has corrupted innocent conversations. And but the crazy thing about it is, out of most of the conversations, probably 95% of what I've seen, it's been younger people, teenagers, younger children, that this thing has done this to. Very rarely is an adult, but sometimes an adult usually it's an adult that comes in and interrupts the whole thing from taking place, which does not shock me, because the way Satan works, he wants God's children, not just those of us who walk with Christ, but he seriously wants the children. We all know what's going on in the world, so Satan harps after the children, their innocence. So he tries to take that away from God. But so for him attacking them doesn't surprise me or shock me one bit. But if you haven't looked into this, I really pray you do, because it's pretty scary when you think about it. Not scary in I'm walking around trembling type thing, but if you're dealing with that kind of stuff, if you have to work with it, if you're using it for some application, I don't plan to ever touch this stuff. Not more than what has been forced for me to use. Like Facebook has AI in it now. I didn't ask for it. I really don't want it, but there's not much I can do about it. I'm sure there'll come a day when I'm getting off Facebook. Probably not too far from now. But I'm not going to go and just start jumping on a chatbot and asking questions or playing with it. No interest at all. The further away I can get from these demonic entities, the better. But if that interests you, or you say a prayer of protection before you go and dabble in this, but go look for yourself. There's nothing wrong with looking at things, folks, for information. And I'm not talking in the Gnostic sense. I'm talking about information everybody has. And if you don't know the difference between Gnosticism and just knowledge, Gnosticism is those who believe they have secret information that only a select few have or can get or are allowed to see. Knowledge is just knowledge. It's the information out there for us to get. And we can all freely attain whatever knowledge we want, but it's what we do with that knowledge. And I like to share that knowledge. Things that I find, things that I see, and things that I read. So get out there yourself. Take a little tour into this if you feel you want to, if that interests you. But just doing a Google search or a search to find out what kind of things like this have already taken place, that's not going to do any harm. But see how many stories you can come up with of how many people have interacted with a chatbot server of any type. The most I've heard of has been ChatGPT, but and read the transcripts of these things and use the discernment within you on how you feel about it and what you think it may be. And I'd love some comments. Hit me up with a comment. Let me know what you think. Whatever your thought, opinion, what your discernment tells you, what the Holy Spirit might tell you. So I'd love some feedback, and that goes for any video I put out. I'm trying to get this broadened a little bit, and hopefully I'll few people might share some of this stuff if you find interest in it. So please do share the word. Just trying to help people out, folks. Love y'all. Hope you have a blessed day, blessed evening, and a great weekend. God bless.